I bet you can't guess what we're doing in this video. Okay, you guessed it. Alright, yes. More bloody suspension. Now, where did we finish? Front, wishbone and mounts. You know what, we're not going to weld this fully until we get the bottom wishbone on and get some stuff moving, I think. Because I mean, it is attached and it's in the right spot. It just, we can brace it all up later, I reckon. So I think we just carry on with, yeah, maybe we'll start this bottom wishbone and then get that on there and bolt it up to the prototype spindle, and we'll articulate it, turn the wheel a bit and see what's going on. This video is going to be a bit of a weird one. I am starting some more with the front suspension, carrying on from the last video, but also Crysis finally got some stickers. It's wrapped, so we got to put them on, and we're going back to the track this weekend, and then also next weekend I'm going back to RaceX to work for them guys, instructing and stuff for punters off the street to come and drive a V8 supercar. So that should be fun. So we got some stuff happening, real busy. So a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but just going to do a time lapse, putting some stickers on, and then we'll be at the racetrack and we'll do some more suspension. Poor girl, look at all the leaves and shit. It's all dirty.
Needs a clean.
Yeah, look at all the leaves
some
in
more.
there.
Fire out.
Poor Crysis. I should use a funnel.
Nah, I reckon you can free pour it. See how high you can do it from.
Got some fresh oil because she gets hot, the old LS, and the oil starts to drop off and lose oil pressure, so the viscosity starts to disintegrate and from the hot oil temps. So we're putting some fresh oil. I think it should be a cool day too because the weather's been really cool lately, and I just spilt more.
Just focus on what
Don't
you're
laugh.
doing, bud.
Don't laugh. Oh man.
I would have put a funnel in if it was me.
You said not to.
I would have definitely run a funnel if this was my rig.
Did I get it on the headers?
Yeah, you got it fucking everywhere, bruss.
Oh. Yeah. Get the fire extinguisher. Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, right. Thank God I'm not paying for the degreaser.
Alright, now this is the nervous part because these stickers weren't cheap, and if we stuff it up, well, pretty much just lighting money on fire. We're just going to time lapse this, and then after the time lapse we should be heading to the racetrack. We're here, we made it. Nice, beautiful morning. Back at the racetrack. You know what, even a bad day at the racetrack's a good day. We have beat our PB. We are down to a 121.29, so only beat it by a little bit. Car's going really good, but as I'm pushing harder, obviously, I'm starting to find some issues. Little things like front end push. Here's Dad. Dad's having a skid now. It's his first drive for the morning. He's been talking to everyone the whole time, so old people. So that was a pretty good day at the track. Beat our PB again by a couple of tenths. We're nearly in the 120s, so that's cool. It started to get really hot, so we called it quits for the day. All right, so some of you might understand and know what I'm doing here with this jig here. So pretty much designing and drawing the suspension on AutoCAD. These points here, where these cutouts are exactly where them heims need to go. And this uni ball joint is bolted exactly where it needs to go. So the only thing that matters really is these points. As long as these points are perfectly in the right position, we bend our tube. Now these aren't exactly the bends that we're going to do because our pipe bender that we borrowed can't do very tight radiuses, but we got it pretty close, okay? So the reason for this jig, if you're not sure what's going on, is obviously to build the wishbones accurately. So that's what that's for. And you bolt like the hinds here, that bolts there, and then another one bolts there, and then obviously when it's all welded, that heim will then sit that way. And then you've got all this adjustment on this heim joint. You can, you know, if your chassis, let's say you have an accident, your chassis is a bit bent, well, you can actually square your car up and the car still be straight if your chassis is slightly bent or something like that. Bit like a speedway car. They got heims and adjustments everywhere. You can tune it and straighten the whole car back out, even if the chassis was a bit twisted. So, you know, there's an upside for that. So that's what I'm doing. We're just going to knock this bottom arm out, and then we can get it on. Well, actually no, because then we've still got to do these bottom mounts. Got to design up these bottom ones here, and then we can get it on. Now, making wishbones takes a lot of time, especially when you do it all by hand and a floppy disk and stuff to get all your gaps perfect. So nice gaps, not really any gaps. So that's what you want. So very time consuming. I'll clean this one up now and tack this, and we can bolt her up. Oh yeah. It is super windy and I don't have the door on my shed, so I just blew the gas away. It just stuffed up my tack, so I'll have to clean it up and maybe set up a windbreaker or something. Oh, I've got a windbreak. That should do, hopefully. Well, that was much better. No wind. A couple of them first ones were a bit. We are starting to look like something. So we just have to make some templates here, and we'll start on these bottom mounts. Now, I don't know what I should do here, if I just cut all this off, even though it's not damaged, because of this other side, which is damaged. I'm not sure if I should just, because obviously we're not using this anyway. So I'm not sure if I should just tidy this up and then just plate it and then cap the top just to match the other side. Probably should just do that, I think, maybe. Or do we cut all this off and then cut all of this one off and then just start fresh, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it would be nice to have them exactly the same, but I mean, it's going to be capped, so if I'm going to cap that as well, like, you're not going to really notice too much, are you? So maybe I just cut these old dowels off here, smooth it out, cap the top, and then just copy that side over to there. I think saves doing both, I think. And the only people that are going to know that is you guys. So and if you're underneath it on a hoist maybe, but then you probably won't see it because of the flat floor and all sorts. So I don't think it's going to be a biggie. I think we'll make it look pretty good anyway, so it's not going to be a big issue. So I think I might just do it that way. All right, progress. These take so much time, these little mounts, but this fella is obviously for there. That's going to get fully welded there. We bolted this one up. That's going to get fully welded around there. Gonna bolt this wishbone up, and yeah, and then we can, because we got to bolt this one to here first, like I said, because all the tolerances are so tight. So, and then we'll bolt that to that, sit it up there. I drilled some holes, and that'll line up with them other ones, the original, and then spot weld that on there, make sure everything's sweet, and we'll put a wheel back on, get it moving, and hopefully we nailed it. So we're getting about 2-3 degrees when we're turning of camber. Probably if that. I don't think the suspension's going to travel that far. 88, 89, 90. So only like 2 degrees of camber that way. And then we're at 88, 87, 86, 86. So at left hand turning, we're at 88.9, let's call it 89 degrees. So it's only 1 degree at ride height. It's gaining camber, so I think that's pretty good. It's not like crazy. I mean, we can change the camber gain if we want by adjusting the holes on the top of the spindle, but I don't think we'll need to, because once we set our camber, you know, at like if we want 1 or 2 degrees of camber at ride height, obviously when it goes through the motion, if we're only getting 2-3 degrees, so under compression we're looking at you know, 4 or 5 degree of camber under load. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then if we were to jack it up a bit, check it. Let's say that's ride height. We'll jack it up to full compression, let's say, and turn it, well, we're at 85. I don't think it's going to travel this far, but let's just say we're at 85. Then as we turn, 84. It's only about 1 degree. And then we go back the other way. 86, 87, 88. So that's 1, 2, 3. 3 degrees turning right, so but that's nearly full compress. Like the suspension's not going to go that far, so let's call it like say 2 degrees. I just run through its motions and I think we're looking pretty good. We're only gaining about camber gain like 2 degrees, like so it's pretty much identical to the rear. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We can change the camber gain, obviously, with the top. We can adjust that, and that changes how much that will curve. So we can do that if we need, but you know, I think this is going to be a fairly stable car. Not much body roll, being so light. All the weight's going to be pretty low and not much weight at all. But I'm pretty happy so far. So I'm going to give this a big green tick for now. So I'm pretty buggered.